You'll often want to add images or files to your website. Here's an overview on how to use the MODX file manager. There's a couple of different ways to access the file manager. The easiest way is by using the tabbed interface at the top. If you click on Files, you'll then see all the files that are available to your system. And this button here opens up the MODX file browser. We won't use it this way. What we generally will do, you'll probably find the easiest way to do it is by using it on a page-per-page basis. So if I want to add a file to a page, I'll open into that page, and for example, we'll go into a template variable, we'll add an item, and then we'll get to an example of uploading an image. So we'll click on the image window, and it opens up the same MODX browser interface. And what we can do from here is manage and organize all of our files from one place. You'll see that we have a main file directory and two folders beneath that. So let's say we want to upload a new file or a new image into this template variable. The first thing I'll do is I want to make sure that I organize where my file goes. So I'll create a new folder or a new directory. I'll name it Images, press Save, and you won't see it because you have to refresh the tree to get it, and there it is. Now when I click on this, that is now my active folder, and I can upload an image directly into it. So I select this little file or this little button here, Upload Files, and then I've got my Upload Files window. I'll go to my desktop and select this big picture here, and I'll upload that. It'll tell me, okay, it's been uploaded. Close that window, and here's my file. And if I click on the file here, I get a little bit of information about it in this side window here. If I click on the Documents directory, it'll show me the two files that are in there as well. And again, when I click on them, I get background information, the name, the size, and when it was last modified. The same with this document here. So if I'm in this image directory here, and I want to select it, I click and press OK. And then you'll see that the image is now inside of this template variable here. So let's close this. I won't save those changes, but we'll navigate back to the file directory in the site tree here. And now you'll see that this shows my images directory with my file in it. And as you can see as well, when I hover over it, it shows that image to me. It's a very big picture, so it shows the actual full-size image. Okay, now let's talk about uploading a document. Sometimes you'll want to add a document or a link to that document inside of a page. Let's say we want to upload a Microsoft Word document so people can download it. I'll click back onto my page, and I will go create a new link. Let's say I want to put it at the end of my page here. Download this document. All right, and then I select this here, and I can click the link button, which will open up my link dialog window. And I can also select my browser. So if I click on this window, it opens up the resource browser, the file browser, and I can click on my documents directory and select my Microsoft Word document. Double click that and then press Insert. And now I have a link that will allow people to download that document. Let's go back into our file directory here and look at the names of these files. So let's save this and go into my browser here. And if I look at my files, I've got example.x and sample.txt. If I look at my images, I've got 1000x, 1000jpg. If you have a complex name for your file, it can sometimes wreak havoc with the server. So what we always want to do is use standard naming conventions for files, which means keep them relatively short, use lower cases, no special characters, and dashes or underscores instead of spaces. That'll keep everything nice and organized. And you'll also want to make sure that you put your files into the right directories. Create as many directories as you want as long as your files are organized. Be cautious that you don't automatically upload a file into the top level directory. You always want to put them into the appropriate directories so that you know exactly where all your files are. So if you need to find them later for another page, they're exactly where you expect them to be. Another note about uploading files to your website is keep an eye on how large they are. When it comes to documents like PDFs or other files, they can be between 5 to 10 megs, which is quite a large file size. However, imagery that will be used on the front end of the website should always be consistently smaller than that. You'll need to check with your developer to see if images are automatically compressed. Usually they are, but if you add a picture that you've taken with your DSLR or your iPhone or a large camera and you upload them directly onto your website and put that directly into a page, you're asking someone who visits your website to download a 4 meg or a 5 meg file. That's negative for you, it is negative for them. It's negative for you because it'll take a long time to load that page. It's negative for them because they're using all their bandwidth up to load your website. So that's something to keep in mind. If you do upload an image that you want to use on your page, think about the file size. And you can always see the file size of an image here. Generally, we'd like to keep images around less than 100 KB that show up on the page. If they're larger than that, we try to get them, try to squeeze them down or look at if there's a way to compress it. That's a brief overview of how to use the file manager in your MODX content management system.